Hi.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Great. How have you been since our last visit?
I've been doing much better. There's still a lot of things that I'd like to work out with my feelings and how to handle situations with my son. So that's, really what I want to talk to you about last time. You helped me last week, but there's more that's coming up that I need to.
Okay, so what steps did you take in the past week to help with your feelings?
It's just expressing them better,
Mm-hmm.
I guess. I'm having problems with my son right now, and he's going through a lot, and just talking to him instead of getting angry or upset. So I'm just trying to verbally communicate with him better than I have in the past.
Okay. Now, how has that communication changed in the past week?
Well, he's still not open to discussion about his behavior and his academic performance, so it's still challenging sometimes because I get frustrated. But
so are you using more words than action? Are you saying, how do you feel about this, or what are you doing to cope with asking him? What is he doing to get better grades or to be a better performer in school?
Basically, it's just how I feel about the situation. I don't really ask him how he feels. It's basically, if I think about it, how I'm feeling. I don't consider his feelings.
Have you started journaling?
I have not.
Okay. So we'll come back to this, but next week, let's start journaling. Or when you leave this session, let's start our journaling. Do some homework on your feelings and how to deal with your feelings.
Yes. Okay.
Okay. Now, at this moment, think back to an incident last week that involved him and how you dealt with it.
Okay. Well, last week, he got his report card, and his grades were below average. He had, D's. So I'm upset about that because I know that he's not reaching his full potential. He's a really smart kid, but he's hanging out with the, wrong crowd, and it's affecting his school performance.
Okay. So how are you going to deal with that?
I don't know. I want to talk to the teachers, but I know he'll get more upset with me if I reach out to his teachers because he feels like he's old enough to handle the situation himself, but if he was, then he wouldn't be doing so bad in school. So I don't know how to handle the situation that will please him and myself.
Okay, how old is he again?
He is 17.
Okay. So what I want you to do, and what we need to focus on, is how do you think you're able to change a 17-year-old's behavior? How are you able to do that? Think about it, and tell me, how do you think you are physically and emotionally able to change a 17-year-old?
Well, right now, physically, that's not possible.
Okay.
And emotionally, I guess just be supportive with his grades and also encourage him to do better without getting upset that he's not doing so well. And I'm not sure what else.
I think those are necessary steps, and that is right. Because physically, you can't do anything to change a 17-year-old. We're talking about somebody who's pretty soon getting ready to be a male, an adult male. Emotionally, I want you to analyze and dissect how his poor performance affects you. Because this is about you. He's not here in therapy. He isn't seeking therapy. So we need to focus on more how you feel about this and how you're going to cope with this. So again, I want you to do your homework and go back to journaling. Or start journaling.
Yes.
And focus more on your feelings, not what his feelings are doing to you. His actions are doing to you.
Yes, because it's hard to separate the two, because I know he can do better, but then he just doesn't think that he can, and then the people that he's hanging out with is causing bigger problems. So this is just a smaller problem that's eventually going to expand, I feel, into bigger problems.
Okay, let's bring this back to you.
Yes.
Not your son.
Yes.
Let's bring this back to you. This is your session.
Yes.
I feel that we need to focus more on you in this session.
Okay.
So, I know you're speaking of your feelings about your son. Well, his actions, not necessarily your feelings. You're just going about telling me about his actions. That's it.
Yes.
I want to know Bernadette and why Bernadette feels this way and what Bernadette wants to achieve out of our sessions and what her focus is are.
Okay. I can do that.
Okay.
All right.
Do you think, okay, let's come up with an assignment for next week that I need you to bring back to me.
Okay.
Besides the journaling, I want you to do some homework, and I'm going to send you some emails on some books to read. As far as, not necessarily parenting. I don't want you to focus on the parenting part right now. I want to focus more on you.
Okay.
Okay.
Sounds good. All right. Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it.
Okay. That's it. Oh, cut.